So how do I make money in crypto? You have to understand the cycles. We're not yet in the bull run. Fundamentally understand that. We're still in a bearish trend. We're still technically in a bear market. So even though we're in a bear market, Bitcoin has done well. Just think about that. Bitcoin has basically we've gone basically from 15K to 30K in a bear market. So that means things are a lot worse outside of Bitcoin because you have banks basically going under. You have inflation. People are predicting hyperinflation. People are looking for ways to store their wealth. And how do you do that? Bitcoin is a hedge. Then you also have lots of other countries looking to out of using the dollar as a reserve currency for global trade. You basically have BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, all agreed to basically start trading in their own currencies. So you have the dollar being attacked globally. Then you also have the dollar and central banks printing money with QE, quantitative easing, and you have the Feds having to deal with inflation. So people are looking for ways to store their wealth and their currencies. If you're trying to get out of the dollar, what do you get into? Either Bitcoin or the yuan or your own currency. I mean, it's a very interesting time we're in, but I think for us to be in a bear market and for Bitcoin to still be doing well tells you how bad the macro things have become. And people are taking flight. And now you have regulators. They've gone out on an ambush this whole month, trying to basically cut off people leaving the fiat system or the US dollar. So that's why they're going after Coinbase, they're going after Binance, they're going after all these other companies. And guess what? People still want to protect their wealth. So no matter what they try to do, people will try to find ways to preserve their capital because nobody wants to be left holding the bag. I mean, if the dollar does collapse, I mean, hopefully not, but if it does, nobody wants to be left holding the bag and have their wealth stolen from them by these crony banks and regulators. So that's kind of my perspective. How would I play it? I would be accumulating crypto. So how do I make money in crypto? You have to understand the cycles. Right now, we're in the accumulation phase. So from now until the Bitcoin halving is the time to accumulate. Because for those who don't know, right, Bitcoin halving, amounts of Bitcoin being mined will decrease. Technically, Bitcoin will become more scarce. Supply and demand, Bitcoin becomes more scarce, the value goes up. Historically speaking, every cycle Bitcoin has gone up after every halving. But once the halving happens, you have retail and other people kind of coming into Bitcoin and crypto. But by then, it's too late. The time to accumulate is between now and end of the year, and then maybe till April. Post halving, at that time, we're now in the hype cycle. So you don't want to be accumulating during the hype cycle. You want to be taking profits and selling during the hype cycle. It's very simple. Buy low, sell high. So basically, you want to buy during the accumulation phase and sell during the hype phase. So in a way, you basically swing trading. The time to buy crypto assets is when things look bleak, when there's blood in the streets, when you're buying at a discount. You want to buy from forced sellers and then sell to people that think it's going to the moon and beyond. Now, maybe you don't want to sell, but I do think it does make sense to take profits, but you definitely want to preserve your capital. You want to get out of depreciating assets like the dollar and fiat currencies. And then from there, you can look into alt. Basically, we're in Bitcoin season, right? So let's say most of the returns are in Bitcoin when it's in Bitcoin season. And once Bitcoin does well, you then take profits. People take profits historically and start buying alts. And alts also start doing well. Then once alts have peaked, people then take profits from altcoins and capital flows back into Bitcoin or into stablecoins. So the way I would be playing it is one, accumulate, have a list of crypto assets you want to accumulate as we're still in this accumulation phase, and get ready for the hype cycle post Bitcoin halving. So have a list of alts, but also have some exposure to either Bitcoin or have other assets that maybe have correlation to Bitcoin, right? So for example, actually ETH is highly correlated with Bitcoin. Ethereum is one other alternative if we go to correlation. And then you also have other assets like stacks, smart contracts on Bitcoin, layer 2. So you have this, you also have Polkadot. But as mentioned, I would not be in Polkadot at the moment while trading it. I would not be trading it. Investor grade is going up. That's how I would be playing the market. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, we have even more content for you at Metrics. Get there using the link down below.